من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. In the name of Allah, the compassionate, the merciful, all praise is due to Allah, and may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon His Prophet Muhammad, his family, his companions, and all of his followers until the day of resurrection. Today, I'm talking about very, very nice etiquette and very nice manner and moral that we need to maintain, which is to maintain kinship ties with our own relatives and people who are sharing with us the same blood or family blood. This is very important. Allah Azza wa Jal says in the glorious Qur'an in Surah An-Nisa, ayah number 1, Ya ayyuhan nas, اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. O mankind, for your Lord who created you from one soul and created from it its mate and dispersed from both of them many men and women, and fear Allah through whom you ask one another, and the wombs. Indeed, Allah is ever over you an observer. So this is important. When Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ الَّذِي تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ وَالْأَرْحَامِ, meaning fear Allah and fear the wombs, meaning the relationships, because normally when the relationship comes from when a man marries a woman and then they produce children, and then among that there are brothers, there are sisters, there are uncles, there are aunts and grandfathers and grandmothers and children, grandchildren, and so on and so forth, uncles. All of these are very, very important. So these are our own relatives. You know, starting of course with the parents, but Allah Azza wa Jal started by saying, Ya ayyuhan nas, O you people, it's general, mankind. اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة. So we all belong to one soul, and that is the soul of Adam. And then from Adam, Allah created Eve, his own mate, subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created the mate of Adam, Eve. And then from this, many men and women were created and dispersed. And then look at this. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ الَّذِي تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ. You ask each other by Allah Azza wa Jal, and then by the wombs. And wombs, because since we tend to be very close to relatives and having stronger relationships with relatives than we have with other people, then naturally Allah Azza wa Jal is advising us to keep those relationships and to keep ties and not to cut ties, because having good ties with our kinship, with our relatives, is very, very significant. And Allah will be pleased with that, because when Allah created this relationship with kins, He subhanahu wa ta'ala asked this. He said, whoever connected you or is really keeping you, then I'll keep them in connection with me. And if someone cuts this relationship, then I'm going to cut my relationship with him as well. من وصلك وصله الله أو من وصلك وصلته ومن قطعك قطعته. So very, very important to be in that, because we need to care for each other. We need to be kind. We need to look for the service of these relatives and see what we can do. At least be in connection with them, have this good ties, invite them to our houses, to our places, and serve them and see them from time to time whenever it's an occasion to congratulate them on Eid and other good occasions and happy occasions. We share that with them. On the other side, if there is a calamity or a sad occasion, then we share with them the sorrow and the pain of that calamity upon them. It's very, very important for us to live in tranquility and peace with others. That's very important, and that is going to help us enjoy better life, and at the same time win the pleasure of Allah Azza wa Jal. And if we are keeping this, because anyone who is cutting ties with his kinship will not enter paradise, as Allah Azza wa Jal said that. So we need to stay away from that terrible manner and connect with them in order to reach paradise by Allah's permission subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون.